This is me, 3 days into moving to Denver. This is me, embracing a new reality, leaving everything I've ever known behind, letting the rays of the wanderer archetype soak into my skin, blended with the perfect amount of sunlight. Challenges. This city is full of so many challenges. With each toast, at each bar, in each tab I pick up, I sink a little deeper. There's pride in being able to pay for your friends. There's joy in letting them know it's taken care of. There's peace of mind in being depended upon. The laughter, the hugs, the phone calls, the visits, the shots, the beers begin to fade. All that's left are the shots and the beers. Somewhere in the lonely darkness of a bar, an 18-wheel truck runs through my soul. Just when I think it's over, it goes backwards and stays its course for the next 5 years. Laughter becomes backs turned, hugs turned into side eyes, the calls sent to voicemail, and the visits no longer exist. Depression is my only companion. I'm still blind to my journey, my heroic journey. Living in the shadow of the altruist left me broken, hollow, and fragile. I gave, and I gave until there was nothing left to give, and they just got up and left. My life was not about me, my goals, my future, my dreams. My life was built on the hollow stilts of acceptance, but maybe I can shift my focus and pour myself into something I believe, without changing my approach, keeping within the comfortable boundary of my altruistic shadow. Children's Hospital, Colorado. I'll be the hero that no one ever sees. I'll be content to stay in the shadow. I'll be the guy you call at 4 p.m. on a Friday with an impossible surgical case that needs to happen on Monday at 8 a.m. I embrace coming in early, and I'll never complain about leaving late. I promise to obsess about every detail associated with every surgical case I'm asked to schedule. I gave, and I gave, and I gave for 11 years. That 18-wheeler showed up again. This time I was confident. It was time for me to receive. I know backs won't be turned. I know I can stand on the strength of my word and my work, because that's my worth. And for a moment I had a glimpse of what slavery looks like. It was her word versus what we all know. Rand doesn't drop the ball. Rand doesn't let anything slip through the cracks. The layer of protection the altruist shadow provides is thin. And again, I was broken. No raise this year, Rand. And now you're on a final written, which means next time you're fired. It's not your fault, we know, but we can't punish a doctor, so you'll have to do. It was July. The warm air stung my face as I walked to my bus stop. I'm tired. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being zeroed out. I knew I needed a change, but what? What can I change? I poured my life into one of the greatest organizations in the country, and it left me empty. Forget about the raise and the write-up. What the hell am I doing here? Is this fulfilling me? Is this what I dreamed of as a young boy? A data entry job where I was working to fulfill the dreams of doctors and administrators? I asked these questions while looking at the four walls of my dusty studio apartment. I will not die here. 2 weeks later, the windows are down, the music is turned up. I'm headed to my future, University of Northern Colorado. It's time to take that warrior, this altruist, and the magician, and blend them into the fabric that is authentically me. We sit outside. I'm with my future advisor and the president of the education program, and as we sit there in the shade, the president asks me, Rand, why do you want to come back to school now? And before she finishes the question, I can feel the goosebumps and the butterflies perfecting my answer. I want to be a teacher. Now, towards the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Dumbledore says, humans do have a knack for choosing precisely those things that are worse for them. I answer with, I know when someone feels like their back is against the wall, it's the perfect teaching moment. And if I can get him to listen to what's inside and tap into the source of his warrior-driven archetypal magician, I know he'll be okay. It doesn't matter if it works out, because he'll be in the best position to learn, because he put himself first. He will choose what's best for him, She looked at me and started to speak. Rand, that's the best answer I've heard in 10 years when it comes to why someone wants to teach. The kids you're going to teach need you, but most importantly, the kids that want to teach need you. We would love to waive your credits in and have you start this fall. The orphan has found his home. A place where he can show kids what the right choice is. A place where I'm not fulfilling someone else's dream. I've let my warrior lead me to the place where altruism sits at the head of the table. When I think back to my days where I gave, I thought I'd be content to be the hero people didn't see. It's hard to keep my head down when my soul was created to shine bright through the darkness of life. And as long as this warrior stays genuine in his authenticity, that 18-wheel truck is no match for the magician in me. It's in this space that I can truly say I'm living and achieving everything that I'm meant to be. I will give, I will continue to give to all those in need of direction, perception, and self-esteem. Imagine how beautiful this world can be if we all believe every step we take is a lesson, paving the way for our heroic journey. I'll stand proudly knowing that that lesson for the world starts with me.